Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael.
My name's Cleve.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of Friendship.
Bam.
One of the podcasts that dares to ask, is it possible to be able to decipher through all these shitty comments about Adam Sandler films and determine which shitty Adam Sandler film he's talking about?
No. So today, I usually read a bad movie review to Michael, and then Michael tries to guess that movie. He's finally decided to say, I'm going to screw Cleve over, and now I will be guessing the movies based on the terrible reviews, starring, but not limited to, Adam Sandler.
I wanted to make sure I had some like oddball ones in there, so like that's why I wanted to bring some of his Happy Madison films. Yeah. Okay. I think this first one's easy. Okay.
Hubie Halloween. No, I'm ready.
This was submitted by Emily B. All of them are on Rotten Tomatoes. She gave it a 2 out of 5. Said this film has an odious poodle poo stench to it. Though, watching Rob Schneider be beaten with a baseball bat in one particular scene did seem cathartic.
Oh, God. I feel like, why does that not limit the movie to my brain? Like, of the time that Rob Schneider's been beaten with a bat.
Like,
it's like every movie.
He just gets the shit beat out of him all the time, right?
So, let's just start subtracting movies here. So, I don't believe he got beat in Mr. D's, because Mr. D's, he was a little more calm. He wasn't beat with a bat in Waterboy. Is Benchwarmers his?
Benchwarmers is, in fact,
I don't think Rob's in that one, though.
He is. He's actually the main.
He's the main guy.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, it is a Happy Madison production, but it is not that one. I'll help you out.
Okay. Beat with a bat. Lord help me. Already.
It was. It could be described as Michael's favorite Adam Sandler movie.
So it's Little Nicky.
It's 51st Dates.
Oh. That's a lie, because
that movie.
My friend said that his is the ride or die Little Nicky, no matter how bad it might have aged.
I don't even care. I fucking love it so much.
Okay. You don't have to tell me. You can leave it to suspense. But if you don't say no, then I'll know. Are we going to repeat a movie?
There's only one movie I grabbed. Oh God, there's only one movie I grabbed the same. I grabbed an extra review of it, and I'll even say like, "Hey, this is."
Why did someone beat him with a bat in 51st Dates? Doesn't matter. Keep going.
Remember, he's like at the Hawaiian restaurant. He's trying to take something, and she beats him with the bat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like somebody beats him. I don't know, fuck man. In fairness, it's Rob Schneider. I'd beat him with a bat too.
Dog, I'm saying like there's 50 movies that could have been. Honestly, thought it was Little Nicky before you said it was your favorite movie.
I'm trying to find ones.
Punch Drunk Love.
I'm trying to find ones that, you know what? I'll even tell you. Okay, so this one. Okay,
give me the funnies, man.
Stephen K. 0.5 out of 5. Horrible. Without question, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Just annoying crosstalk and loud blathering and yapping. Don't watch it. Sucked.
That again could be just anything.
Any. Here, I'm gonna help you on this one. No, Uncut Gems.
Really?
One of his best movies.
Wow. Is this your first Adam Sandler? Like, I think I appreciate that movie more because it's Adam Sandler and he's like doing good stuff. And not just taking his friends on vacation and pretending to being married to really attractive women like Salma Hayek.
All right, this one is from Trichrome C. 0.5 out of 5. All he put was see Biodome review. So I went and found his Biodome review. His Biodome review said, "This is the worst movie on the planet. Burn every copy if you see it."
God, again, it could be any.
Yeah, I know it's tough, right?
My initial response,
it's probably right,
is Jack and Jill, because Jack and Jill's the worst movie he's ever done, and he and 8 Crazy Nights didn't age well. You know, like
there was a lot.
Jack and Jill's still the worst movie.
Yeah, I don't.
Did I ever tell you that story about the people who played Survivor the season that movie came out, and they let them see a premiere, and they're like, "Haha, it's so funny," and I'm like, "I know you're miserable. And how shitty, like, you've been on an island for 28 days, and they're like, we have candy, popcorn, but you have to watch this Jack and Jill movie." Like, it's fine. Keep the popcorn. Okay. All right. So I got one. I'm on the board.
Zach C. 0.5 out of 5. The best part of this movie is the 102nd minute mark when the picture ends. It is horrible. A horrible film. You rarely even crack a smile while viewing this picture, and the script and direction is very poor. The lowest of the low. Frankly, I wish Adam Sandler would find something else to do. The production of this film is done in such a way that it is impossible to be immersed in the film or care about any of the unlikable characters who all appear to just dislike each other very much. Until they don't. Either way, you don't care. In short, it doesn't feel like you're watching a film when viewing this travesty, and I think for the most part, Dugan's directing days should be considered over. The jokes are unfunny, the story is uninteresting, and the acting is at best satisfactory, and at worst terrible. Save yourself 102 minutes of your life and never subject yourself to this film.
That was an opinion about Adam Sandler that I would have never put forth in my brain. Okay, so we got a couple. It's a short one.
Yeah.
Group of people who don't like each other, but then do like each other.
Accurate.
The first thing that comes to my mind on that one is initially it's The Longest Yard. Trying to think of other times he was in a group and people didn't give a shit. I think in Funny People, they were friends. And Grown Ups are obviously friends. Yeah, I have to.
I'll say it's his opinion that they don't like each other.
Oh, that's trickier.
Yeah.
Then it might be Grown Ups. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Grown Ups.
It is in fact Grown Ups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because The Longest Yard obviously was like the football moment where everybody gets together. And
I feel like I should have worked harder to find ones that were more telling, because again, a lot of these are just gonna be Adam Sandler shit. Get fucked.
You could copy and paste it for each movie that he's ever done. Yeah, because I get what he's saying now. It's not that they didn't like each other and then they did at the end. Right. It's they make fun of each other until they're friends. Got it. Okay. Until they're a heartwarming moment.
Andy P, 1.5 out of 5, says the schmaltzy. I looked up this word, by the way. I had to look it up. Schmaltzy. It's a overly like gushy, like sentimental. Like overly sentimental is what schmaltzy means. I had to look it up. The schmaltzy custodial battle at the end is the real test of endurance. If you can get through this overcooked sentimentalist dross after being assaulted with Sandler's signature gross out gags for over an hour without being mentally exhausted, well, you can get through just about anything.
That's my boy.
It's Big Daddy.
Damn it.
Sorry.
I took a swing. I thought about the wedding at the end. Oh, I don't even think he did. Now that I think about it, I saw that movie one time.
All right.
Man, too bad Adam Sandler isn't killing it.
Michael T gave this one out of 5 stars.
But you know what? He's got the money. So what can I say?
What does he give a fuck, right? He's laughing at all of us right now.
Yep.
This is one of the worst films I've ever seen. Then again, Adam Sandler is the worst actor ever. He has no idea on how to make people laugh at all. And himself is about as comedic as a 20-day-old corpse. I take that back, as the corpse would have more animation in its features than him. Make that a year-old one instead. I had to sit through this garbage just to please my son.
Okay.
It got a 0% on the critic. I've never seen it before. Like, I've never seen someone get a 0% in the critic score.
Okay, but the kid, right? So I'm thinking off the top, just for the kid, I'm thinking Pixels. I'm thinking Bedtime Stories. Maybe that Cobbler movie. I don't think Click was geared to children.
People had some shit to say about Click, let me tell you. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. You ever look up the negative reviews to a movie that you really like? It's really it shakes the core.
Cleve did this exercise one time, guys, on Star Wars films. You should watch that episode because it's fucking devastating. Someone said that Empire Strikes Back was the worst film they've ever seen in their lives, and I didn't know how to recoup from that.
He was really upset about it. Oh man, it could be Hotel Transylvania.
I'm willing to give you hints if you want, like clues. If that, I don't know how you want to play.
I'd rather take swings.
Okay.
If I could have multiple swings, because Adam Sandler movies, you know. Okay, I'm gonna go with Hotel Transylvania first.
It's not.
Damn it. And then Bedtime Stories.
No.
Damn it. I'm gonna take my last one here, and say.
I don't even think you're thinking of this movie.
No, probably not. I'm just gonna throw a dart. The Hubie Halloween. Every last guess is gonna be Hubie Halloween.
It's not Hubie Halloween. I will say, in your opinion, this movie is free, and you probably still didn't see it.
I still think Hubie Halloween.
Yeah. Ridiculous 6.
Oh,
it was fucking awful. I did see that. It was rough.
Who's letting their kid watch that one?
Agreed. 100% agreed. That's not a kid film.
No, that's not. No, that's not the one for little Timmy.
Okay.
Little Timmy's not ready.
This one has 2 reviews. I'm gonna read both too, I think. Let me make sure.
Yeah, give it all. And just as many clues as I can get.
Yeah, honestly, you'll get this one right away. But the reviews were great. The reviews on this one were fucking fantastic. This one's from Thomas P. with 0.5, and the other one's going to be from Ethan with 2.5 out of 5. And I love that he gave it to 2.5 out of 5.
That's nice of him.
With what he said, it's even better. First one, no class, a wasted opportunity. My 8-year-old niece asked if it was rated R. It was so bad. Yes, I asked to change the station, but I was voted down. A few appropriate funny bits here and there. Just way too much mean-spirited talk and adult sexual humor for kids to watch. Too desperate. Immature and disappointing for adults. A few funny bits are lost in too much unfunny toilet gazing. The second review.
Why can that still be anything?
The second review. I watched this film with my dear friend who was dying of cancer, and his critique was, I wasted 2 hours of my life, literally. Overall, I guess it was pretty good. I don't know. There's a lot of people talking about, like, this would not be on my deathbed.
No, you have a bad friend. So I'm gonna start and say Chuck and Larry.
It's not Chuck and Larry.
Damn it! And then on my second swing is The Zohan movie.
It's not. Don't mess with the Zohan.
Damn it.
It's not Hubie Halloween.
Oh man, you're gonna take away my third guess. I'm about to really put some thought into it. Toilet humor, but fuck, that's not the clue to go with.
They let their 8-year-old niece watch it.
Oh, let me something. 8 Crazy Nights?
Yeah. There were so many fucking terrible comments about this movie, and I was like, God, it sucks, because I remember as a kid being like, this is funny, and then as adults, we rewatched it, and we're like,
love every part of it.
It was so bad.
Remember when the deer eats poop?
Yeah, there was a lot of talk about deer poop.
We did a review on that one too. What's that?
I can't explain to you what this review was, but I just had to grab it for you.
Okay.
From Gaga M, 1 out of 5. Dear Mr. Sandler, blah 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 blue blee, blah blah blue blee blue blee blob, blah blue 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 blah 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 blue blob.
Okay.
Dee la doo dee dabby dooby dooba dooba doo dooba dooba doo.
Billy Madison.
Who? That's what it should have been, right? It's Hotel Transylvania 3.
Oh my God.
But it's like, who took the time to be like this? I'm gonna go review this real quick.
It's like you watched Billy Madison and wrote it out and then put it for that movie. Hotel Transylvania 3.
I didn't even think he was the voice in that one. Maybe it's the newest one. I don't know. I know that there was a guy on TikTok that did impressions, and Adam Sandler wanted too much money, and they found this guy, and he's like, "Oh, you do a really good impression of this," and they gave him an audition, and he got the job.
Number 4 is still him.
Okay. I don't know. It's some kid from fucking TikTok now that plays Dracula.
Good for him.
I guess, yeah. All right, ready for this?
Wait, Hotel Transylvania Transformania?
Yeah,
is that the 5th one?
It's the 4th.
Oh, then I don't know. Came out this year.
Maybe it's 5th. I think
Ninjas in it. How does that make you feel?
All right.
You know what? If I'm Ninja though, yeah, I'll take the gig. Whatever.
Sebastian P. 1 out of 5. This is absolutely the worst movie ever made. Honestly, my brain was exploding from all the cringe. The movie made no sense. CinemaSins would have given this at least 7,000 cents. I actually went to CinemaSins to make sure and confirm. 161 cents.
Okay. Cringy movie. That doesn't really narrow it down.
It's really cringy.
What was it? Do we have a date? Am I allowed a date?
I can get it for you.
If you don't have it, don't worry about it.
Fine. I think if I had to take a stab, like somewhere between 12 and 15.
Okay, so it was cringy for that time. It could be someone watching, like
2015
Wedding Singer now, and be like, "This is cringy." Me.
Yeah, it was 2015, and it was yeah. It got an 18 from the critics and a 46 from the audience. I can give you a different review if you'd like. That will be more.
Yeah, I'll take a second review.
This one's gonna be a lot more obvious, though.
Okay.
Coming from the totally botched imaginations of a probable nerd who wanted to pay homage to Atari, a movie about dads who are partial to video games from a proclaimed outdated time. This is another stupid Adam Sandler movie. Everything in this movie is completely unbelievable, including the fact that actor could ever be the actual president. The president of the United States just so happens to know some random nerd who installs flat screen TVs for a living and was also his childhood friend. The president is also seen as the commoner having a drink at a bar with Sandler. How Adam and his love interest even meet is totally laughable and unbelievable.
I like that the president's like where we really drew the line.
Yo, did you see the movie? Because I did too. I drew the line at Kevin Smith being Kevin James, not Kevin Smith. Kevin James being the fucking president.
I didn't know it was him.
It's a lot. The pixel boxes look totally fake. The people who are bad actors pixelating who don't even look worried. People are dying everywhere and they don't look like that. Nick Swartzen's cameo is less than 10 seconds and all you have to say is, well, thank freak for that. The Donkey Kong sequence, however, was pulled off quite well. What the hell? Thank you for that, Sasha. 1.5.
Oh man, yeah, I never saw that. I never saw the Pixels one. I, sometimes you can just look at it and know that that's not what I'm looking for in my life.
Pixels. Katie likes it. I'm gonna throw her into the bus right now. And it's weird because I've been told before I remind people of Kevin James, and I think it's because I'm fat and white and like semi kind of funny sometimes.
That's Kevin James.
That's Kevin James, right? And so I think that she has a type because she really likes Kevin James films, guys.
Kevin James films, like the Zookeeper.
Yeah, and remember what was the other one when he was a
Hallmark?
teacher and he
Paul Blart. Oh, Here Comes the Boom. That one was terrible.
Yeah, there you go.
That one was tolerable. It was more because of everything going on around him, so much as believing he could throw a punch. Maybe he trained for it. I don't
know. Or Zookeeper. That's on here.
What a bad series of movies. And then we made more. That's what's crazy. We made more.
In fairness, I would rather see Pixels in theater again than see any of the Fast and Furious films.
Ooh. Even the first one?
Yeah, because I can laugh at the stupidness of it. I have to watch fucking Fast and Furious and pretend like I think it's serious. Fast and Furious and serious.
I think you can laugh at that too.
Sometimes, yeah. All right. Oh, God. Mark P.
Get the wiggles out.
Mark P. gave it a 1 out of 5.
Okay.
At 42, Adam Sandler believes that this is the time to make a movie that has some kind of message to the public to get them talking and involved in something greater. However, that couldn't be further from the case here. I do not understand why Adam Sandler would make a movie that attempts to shine a light on relations amongst countries. Every attempt that's made in this film to make you think about the underlying subject for 2 seconds is swiftly bulldozed over by childish adolescent comedy that is the staple of Adam Sandler's movies like Happy Gilmore, Grown Ups, Billy Madison. All three of those movies clearly show Adam Sandler's style of comedy, and he isn't straying away from those for as long as he lives.
Okay.
So it's not those three.
Yeah, it's later work because this guy's an early Adam Sandler fan, and he's upset with the way that the franchise has gone.
08. I should have put the years next to him. It would have been probably more.
I mean, some people go back just to shit on some stuff. It's not another Hotel Transylvania, is it?
It is not.
Is it Zohan?
It is Zohan.
I was like, what had to do with any other part of the world? And I was like, okay, there's Hotel Transylvania, and there's
someone in our chat said Happy Gilmore might be the best Sandler movie ever. And I yes and no. I actually really liked Cobbler. And by the way, doing this exercise, I had to see a bunch of people talk shit about it. I didn't think it was terrible. I thought The Cobbler was decent. I thought Uncut Gems was decent. I think The Waterboy was really good. It had some, but it's does it stand the test of time? Probably not. I mean, there's some things that are like,
I think, oddly, a lot of his early stuff might.
Not Billy Madison.
Yeah?
I think Billy Madison does not hold up, unfortunately.
Is that what he's making fun of the chubby kids at school?
It just... it was very early him.
Mm-hmm.
And so then there was a lot of, as someone pointed out in one of these reviews I'll read later, homophobia and,
Well,
just...
that also doesn't narrow down what Adam Sandler movie you're talking about.
That's fair.
Remember? He likes men.
You ready for this next one?
What a joke.
I don't know. What would you say is the best Adam Sandler film then? Like your favorite. Not necessarily like should have won an award, but like what is your favorite one that you probably could watch multiple times?
I could watch Wedding Singer multiple times.
I like Wedding Singer.
I could watch Waterboy multiple times.
Mm-hmm. Hubie? You going back and watching Hubie again?
Oh my god. I almost fucking quit the whole stream.
That's fair. Man, the Hotel Transylvania series isn't bad if you have kids.
Happy Gilmore didn't age well either, I don't feel like.
Happy Gilmore was good. It just has some fucked up jokes like all the rest of his shit does. Just like Big Daddy. I remember growing up loving Big Daddy. I think that was hilarious. It's fucking terrible now.
Was it all the slut shaming?
Let's not forget what. Let me see when it came out. I now pronounce you Larry Jock. 2007. We thought it was okay to have Rob Schneider yellowface. I just want to point that out.
Well, I mean,
when he was the officiant at their wedding,
it's like a circle. Yeah.
2007. We were like, yeah, that checks out. Go ahead and do it. Anyway. All right, this next review for you.
I thought you were going to talk about, them pretending to be gay men and being super homophobic about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, all the reviews about 8 Crazy Nights were basically like, thanks for setting back the Jewish community, 30 years.
I'm so glad you wrote that one song when you were working for Saturday Night Live. Now we have to do this.
A lot of people would like him to return to Saturday Night Live and never return back to this.
No. I'll keep him out of there. He'll just keep making Netflix movies.
Yeah. Okay. Decent watch at very best. I'm really surprised actually by this review. Probably won't watch it again and can't recommend it. I actually like the actor a bit, and the guy can certainly act. But it's like he got his talent from a monkey's paw, where there's usually some kind of drawback. In this, it's where the movie systematically makes fun of people with anger issues, to serious conditions, to amputees, and all of the lonely, impossible, desperate. So it's extra sad. I'm not sure anyone was asking for this movie. All that aside, this is alternating abuse humor, ridiculous escalation humor, and a lot of the movie is just this actor being exasperated with his own script. To top it off, it feels like there's one storyline too many. They definitely put the work in on the production side, though, even incorporating a couple of Matrix references that probably cost far more than warranted for the movie. I don't blame you if you like this movie, but there has got to be something better to watch.
Matrix references. You got me with the Matrix references. First off, with anger management.
Adam Sandler is not in this film.
Okay. Well, that makes it trickier. Exasperated by the script, angry, and then what was the other thing?
I can repeat it if you'd like.
Yeah, give me one more go.
Let me find release date on this movie. 99, by the way. Decent watch at very best. Probably won't watch it again and can't recommend it. I actually like the actor. And the guy can certainly act, but it's like he's got his talent from monkey's paw. There's usually some kind of drawback. And this, it's where the movie systematically makes fun of the people from having anger management issues to serious conditions to amputees and all the lonely and possible desperate. So it's just extra sad. I'm not sure anyone was asking for this movie. All that aside, this is alternating abuse humor and ridiculous escalation humor, and a lot of the movie is just this actor being exasperated from his own script. To top it off, it feels like there is one storyline too many. They definitely put the work in on the production side, though, even incorporating a couple of Matrix references that probably cost far more than warranted for this film. I don't blame you if you like this movie, but there's got to be something better to watch. Chris K with a 2 out of 5.
Benchwarmers?
It's not Benchwarmers.
Damn it.
And it can't be Hubie.
It can't be Hubie Halloween.
But you're on the right track with Benchwarmers.
Was the one with Johnny Knoxville also Madison,
It
or
is
was that
tough.
just
It's tough
coincidental?
because it's hard to know which ones had him in it and which ones are his productions or not. It's okay. So, same main actor as the Benchwarmers.
Where did we put him in? I almost said Hot Chicks, but that's not it.
That is also a Billy Madison or a Happy Madison.
Really?
Production. I did not add that one in here because I was like,
interesting. I did not know that.
And that's why I was saying it might be a little more difficult. There was a couple I had to check to make sure he was a part of.
Okay, so the Rob Schneider movie, Deuce Bigalow.
It is Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo.
I was like, he didn't have many. What's the other one?
The Animal.
Oh yeah, I forgot about The Animal.
And then Big Star. There's a couple of movies he's in that are like, why are you here?
Don't make up movies, Michael, like Big Star to try to buff up the IMDb.
Hold on, we can pull up the old. Rob Schneider in The Stapler.
Yeah, I'm looking for movies to see if there's one that I would put over The Wedding Singer or Waterboy. And not really. Even like 90s Sandler. It's just, what I'm noticing when I'm trying to find out what movie might be better than those two is when he got with Columbia Pictures is when things really started going awry.
Rob Schneider,
you know what?
Surf Ninjas. I mean, that's a win.
He was as a teenager.
He's also in Judge Dredd.
He was in Judge Dredd.
All right.
And Demolition Man.
He was in Demolition.
He didn't know to eat the 3 seashells. You okay? Did I break you?
Yeah. I was finding my next review. Okay. Ridiculous 6 was an awful movie. I personally have never been fond of Sandler. Mm-hmm. From his time on SNL to Uncut Gems, I fully believe that this is the absolute worst piece of media starring Mr. Sandler. The first scene of the movie adds nothing. Sandler's expressions throughout this movie is the most juvenile form of humor available until the potty stuff comes through. Beyond the edgy premise and ridiculous character development, which I use in the loosest sense of phrase, the movie is still atrocious. The kindest thing I can say about this film is that it has a cohesive story. The flow of the events does actually make sense if you don't mind the poo-poo ha-ha filler. A throwaway romance subplot that added runtime as its contribution. Those were the things that he...
This has to be Hubie Halloween.
It's not.
Fuck!
It's a 1 out of 5 Sean W.
God, if it's not that, I'm 21%. Like, everything you're saying, I was like, nailed it. I've got this one. You're not getting away from me this time, Hubie Halloween.
21% on critic review, 55% on audience.
So they mentioned Ridiculous 6, which makes me think it's another Netflix movie.
It's not.
Fuck. All right.
Let me give you the year because that'll help. It'll help you kind of pull it back a little bit. 2000.
Throwaway romance.
It's a subplot. The romance is a subplot.
Little Nicky?
It is Little Nicky. Which, by far, the best fucking Adam Sandler movie that's ever existed. I think everybody has to say.
You just said.
Rodney Dangerfield's in it, guys. That's top notch.
You just said that Wedding Singer was.
It might be Wedding Singer or Waterboy. Man, it's tough to not love Waterboy, but I always worry that like I'm really fucking up by saying Waterboy, and it's like I'm missing something I should be.
Well, it's not like Waterboy is your favorite football movie. That'd be something different. It could be the best Adam Sandler movie because the options are Waterboy, Wedding Singer, and Dog Poop.
Such lowbrow humor. Usually, Sandler hides his homophobia and sexism in a shroud of semi-entertaining jokes. But in yet another tasteless attempt at being funny, Sandler and his friends capture the lowest bar of comedic spectrum. Anonymous, 0.5 out of 5.
Chuck and Larry?
Chuck and fucking Larry. God, it was such a terrible movie.
Yo, I watched that one, like, not recently, but, like...
when we were doing the Adam Sandler shit,
yes,
right? Yeah.
Yes, and I was like, oh my God, this is not going well. Like, at all. It's like a circle, Michael. Love it's like a circle. It's funny. I remember watching that movie in theater, and I had an Asian friend who thought that was the most hilarious part.
Bro,
he's dead to me now.
I just like he did the same shit in fucking Big Daddy when he was the delivery guy. He wasn't supposed to be Asian. He was supposed to be like Middle Eastern or some shit.
Yeah,
and he had this fucked up accent. Like it just. Rob Schneider plays the fucked up. Adam Sandler's like, hey, you'd be really funny, but would get me canceled. Yeah, Rob, go ahead and do that for me real quick. And Rob's like, I don't have any other money, so I might as well.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Sandler sends his third string of acting friends in for this shit mess of a film. SNL rejects are the ones that make up this cast. I'd rather take a grounder to my nuts than watch this one again.
The baseball reference, but I still really want to say grown ups.
It's not grown ups.
SNL Suckfest. You're not telling me it's not grown ups, so it's grown ups 2, is it?
I said it's not grown ups. It's not the grown ups franchise.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Third string. Kevin James would be his second. That's his first string of buds. Or no, first string would be the dudes that are always fucking in every one of his films.
Oh yeah, forget about those guys. I'm thinking second Snyder, would be like Spade.
You're on
Chris Rock.
You're onto it a little bit with one of those names.
I mean,
it's the bench warmers. Baseball references.
Oh, that what it is?
Yeah,
I thought so, but I was like, I'm thinking Sandler first.
Yeah,
and not his.
I think that's the last one I'll give you. That's
not his. Somehow I make money off these movies production.
Yeah, if it makes you feel better, I think that's the last of his non-films that I'll probably give you for the night. I've got a couple more for you.
Yeah, I was like baseball. And we mentioned the bench warmers, but that wasn't the right answer when I mentioned it. It was Gigolo.
It was Gigolo.
God. Take it easy, boys.
Let me... Oh, there's 2 that I know for sure I want to read to you. Okay, 1. At this point, I feel like I need to recant any statements I once made in defense of Adam Sandler. In fact, I wonder if I need to just burn some DVDs of his
Jack and Jill
in repentance for watching this nightmare. This movie validates every criticism everyone has ever made about Adam Sandler, and it takes everything further because it all was allowed an R rating. This movie delights in offending everyone, taking extra time to mock the elderly, overweight people, and anyone who actually experiences some form of shame. But the moral of this movie is that he needs to loosen up and be more like his psychotic father, whose brain is frozen in adolescence. It's absolutely disturbing that this film asks us to root for an abusive man who should never have been given any custody to his child. I would almost be less embarrassed if I was caught watching a porno for 2 hours than watching this monstrosity of a film.
That's my boy, because I felt the exact same way when I watched that movie, almost word for word.
There was so much more in this review that I just cut out because it talked about like the R word and a couple other things, and it was like describing the plot. I've never seen this film, and I have no interest in ever now watching it.
Yeah, Adam Sandler is an elementary school child who has a baby with a full-grown teacher woman, and then has Andy Samberg, and is just he's like riding the ride of being a celebrity from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real terrible person. And but Lord help him, Sandler tries to make him redeemable at the end.
That's what they said. They for some reason they keep trying to fucking make me like this person, and I absolutely hate them. Like I get that.
All the way to the end, man.
All right, Bishop B gives this a 0.5 out of 5.
Let's go, Bishop.
This movie is a Trojan horse of infantile fart and sex jokes that breaks your spirit slowly over time before exposing itself as a macabre joyride into total misery and nihilism, reminding you that everything and everyone you love and care about is going to die. I was expecting a lighthearted family comedy to soften the blow of a relentless hangover, but instead I found myself watching a film where 3 dogs die. Schindler's List would have been less heavy than this. After the dust had settled, whilst trying to redeem itself by having a happy ending, it left me feeling totally devoid of all emotion. I'm pleased I wasn't in the vicinity of any sharp objects, or I would have attempted to end myself after such a melodramatic, gruesome endeavor. It was about as funny as 3 dogs dying. People fucking hate Adam Sandler, guys.
Hubie Halloween?
Well, we almost had to get a new computer just now. Damn it. It's not you.
I was like, the dogs die in that one? I don't remember.
Something does die in Hubie that's like fucked up.
Everything reminds me of Hubie Halloween, man. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, Hubie on the brain. I get it.
You know what? It should have just been
just a bunch
you
of
should have
Hubie
just
Halloween.
given me a page of reviews that was all Hubie Halloween.
There was only like 5,000 reviews of Hubie, and a lot of them were people liking the movie.
That's frustrating. So we killed dogs. Is the big clue that from that. Read it to me again.
Yeah. Okay, got you.
You can if you want to sum up the parts.
Where did it go?
Funny people?
This movie is a Trojan horse of infantile fart and sex jokes that breaks your spirit slowly over time before exposing itself as a macabre joyride that into total misery and nihilism, reminding you that everyone and everything you've ever loved or cared about is going to die. I was expecting a lighthearted family comedy to soften the blow of a relentless hangover, but instead I found myself watching a film where 3 dogs died. Schindler's List would have been less heavy than this. After the dust had settled, whilst trying to redeem itself by having a happy ending, it left me totally devoid of all emotion. I'm pleased I wasn't in the vicinity of any sharp objects, or I would have attempted to kill myself or end myself after such a melodramatic, gruesome endeavor. About as funny as 3 dogs dying. Click.
Yes.
God,
Yes.
was fucking terrible, man.
I was like,
depressing as fuck.
I was like, well, how could we have killed 3 dogs? I'm like, are we just a bad owner? And then I was like, oh, time travel. Did we travel through time? And that's how we killed the dogs?
All right, you ready for this one?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, not this one.
Could have let me go out with a win, but yeah, let's go to the next one.
Oh, yeah, we could. This is our last one. This will be our last one.
Okay.
I went into this movie with no expectations, knowing that Adam Sandler is starring in it. I still was disappointed.
Damn it. Damn it.
The critics gave it a 52%. Mike H gave it, Lucas K gave it a 0.5 out of 5, but the critics gave it a 52%. I went into this movie with no expectations, knowing that Adam Sandler was starring in it. I still got disappointed.
Okay. I've given up on Hubie Halloween. God, I mean, that's all the movies, Michael. That's all the movies. Blended?
It was Hubie Halloween.
Damn! No!
No! 52% the critics gave Hubie Halloween.
How?
That's why I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes ever.
What was the audience? Was that the audience review?
No, that was an audience review, yeah. 43% is what the audience gave it.
And 52 real life critics. out of 83 people, get fucked.
Highest audience score out of the actual films that Adam Sandler was in was 85% with Happy Gilmore.
Oh, you might also like. I'm sure it has just a gym full of things. We'll get into that later. Because if you like QB Halloween, you might also like these movies. I gotta know what the fuck these movies are.
Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you guys are here during the live, we will be coming back and playing some video games. If you guys are out there listening to this on YouTube, thank you for hanging out with us. Make sure you like and subscribe our videos. We come out with new videos every week. We also have a Twitch channel where we are streaming Sunday through Thursday. Sometimes during the day, sometimes during the night. Come check us out.
Yeah.
I've been Michael.
This is Cleve. And shooba-dooba-doo. Scooby-doo-blah. Scooby-bop, boopy-bop.